This is perhaps the biggest North London derby we have seen in a long, long time. Arsenal are battling for a Premier League and are currently in a bit of a dip of form with City chasing them. And we, on the other hand, are down the bottom, fighting for scraps, struggling as it stands to stay in the Premier League and getting dragged into a relegation battle. But I want to talk about what is Arsenal's biggest problem right now. Now, there is no doubt they have got world-class talent. Gabriel and Saliba is a fantastic centre-back partnership. David Raya, for majority of the season, has been unbelievable. Those three in particular have been instrumental to the amount of clean sheets that Arsenal have got. And the fact that they're in the League Cup final, they're still into the next round of the FA Cup with a favourable tie. They finished top of the group phase in the Champions League. And they are still, as it stands, top of the Premier League. Now, the pressure is on. Let's not beat around the bush. The pressure is now on. The title race, in a lot of people's opinions, has just started. A lot of people say, Henry, the title race starts from February, March onwards. And what I want to say is, there is still a long way to go. There is still 10, 11 Premier League games, 12 for Manchester City. There is more twists and turns. Now, there is no beating around the bush that Manchester City definitely have the momentum. That later win against Liverpool, going out there and comfortably dispatching of Fulham, going out there and beating Salford right now. They look a team that is, as it stands, on the up. But they're still capable of a wobble. They drew to Sunderland. They drew to Brighton. They drew to Chelsea. But did Arsenal really take advantage of that? They drew to Forest. They drew to Liverpool. They've drawn to Wolves. They have won 3 of their last 8 Premier League games. My point is that both sets of fans, both Liverpool, both Arsenal and City, have to remain calm and should be backing their players and their manager. One thing I do want to say is this North London derby for me, I'm going to say it, it's probably the biggest North London derby I've seen in my lifetime, certainly that I can remember. You've got 2 completely different ends of the Premier League table going head-to-head. We have a new manager in Igor Tudor. They have got a manager who is desperate to get over the line. It's massive in so many reasons, but what is Arsenal's biggest problem right now? We're going to break that down in this video. Make sure you go down and drop a like on the video if you haven't already, and you let me know your thoughts. The road to 100,000 subscribers is well and truly on. There were a lot of people that weren't very happy with my opinion yesterday, saying that Arsenal fell apart. They bottled it. Ultimately, they collapsed. You want to win a league title, you have to go out there and beat bottom of the league Wolves. It's as simple as that. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. We are getting very, very close now. As it stands, we are about, I want to say, less than 200 away from 89,000 subscribers, with a lot of content coming your way. There is a big video dropping on the Tottenham channel previewing this weekend's game. We are going to be doing a watch along on the second channel too. Not only that, we've got the Premier League preview tomorrow with Terry. I want to look at the Premier League table as it stands right now, because I want to look at a number of things. There is an interesting feeling throughout both sets of fans right now in this title race. Man City are sitting there from the perspective of the narrative of Arsenal will bottle it again. We've been here before. We know how to win league titles. And Arsenal are panicking. And this, for me, potentially is their biggest problem. It's not a quality problem in their squad, because ultimately, I'm pretty sure every team in the world right now would want to sign Declan Rice, David Raya, Gabriel, Bukayo Saka, Saliba, Timber, Martin Odegaard on his day is very, very good. Gyökeres was one of the most wanted strikers pretty much around. And I look at it of the perspective of, is it a mentality issue? You go through their previous results and ultimately some of them simply haven't been good enough. The draw against Brentford, the draw against Wolves, the draw against Liverpool, the draw against Forest. the loss against Manchester United, bounced back very well against Leeds and Sunderland. But if you look at their last 8 Premier League games, so Liverpool draw, Forest draw, Man United defeat, Leeds wins, 1 win in 4, 2 wins in 5 against Sunderland, 2 wins in 6 against Brentford, 2 wins in 7 against the Wolves. And I'll tell you this for free right now. There is no 2 football clubs on this planet that would love to spoil their party more than us and Chelsea. Now, we really are going to see, and I said this before and I'll say it again. I've said this only a week ago on this channel. The run-in between the Wolves game and the cup final, I said we will find out what Arsenal are made of. Do they have what it takes to get this Premier League over the line? North London derby. Huge, huge game. And bearing in mind, Manchester City are going to be playing Newcastle United, who played yesterday. They're going to be playing them before the North London derby happens. Then they play Chelsea, where Manchester City again will have played. I think City have a very, very easy run of fixtures. They'll be playing Leeds United again before Arsenal play. So the pressure at this moment in time is 100% on Arsenal. Now, we have to see what the mentality is. Another question that a lot of people keep saying is, do they have anyone in their team that's gone out and won league titles? Now, you think about that. The only one that really comes to mind is Nketiah, which was recently with Bayer Leverkusen. A lot of those City players have been there, seen it and done it. Rodri's won a Ballon d'Or and a Euros of Spain and a treble. A lot of these City players, Bernardo Silva, John Stones, Kovacic, Ruben Diaz, Vardiel, Erling Haaland have been there and won huge. Bernardo Silva is a Manchester City legend in a lot of people's eyes. The question is, do they have what it takes to go out there and win this league title? Because for me, if they lose this North London derby, the pressure is almost monumental going into, when you look at this run of games here between Tottenham and Bournemouth, I mean, that is very, very difficult. I'm not going to lie. It is. Chelsea at home, Spurs away, Brighton away, City in the cup, and then you get to this period of games where they have to play City again in the league and Newcastle. For me, if Arsenal bounce back and comfortably dispatch of us, there is no guarantee as it stands right now that City beat Newcastle. I do believe they will comfortably dispatch them, and I'm going to put that out there. But it seems to be a mentality issue. Their fans are panicking, and at this moment in time, and I know it's difficult. I know it's very, very difficult, but you almost have to remain calm, because what else? If you panic, that gets into the stands at the grounds. That negative, I don't want to call it negative, like that almost energy comes from the stands onto the pitch, like when I look at the situation at hand with this Premier League title race, Man City are hitting form in the correct time. And their run of fixtures leading up to the cup final, if you take out the FA Cup fixture, because of course Arsenal got Mansfield, they go on to play Newcastle, who are 10th, Leeds are in the bottom half, Forest are in the bottom half, West Ham are in the bottom half, Palace are in the bottom half, and Newcastle in the FA Cup, and then the cup final. They are hitting form at the absolute perfect time. So Arsenal have to show character. They have to show mentality, and they have to show belief between now and then. If they don't, I'm not going to lie to you, a lot of Arsenal fans, listen, I'm not so sure what's going to happen with regards to this, this Premier League title race. I still think it will go down to the wire. Arsenal are marginal favourites, but the Premier League table now, You know, there's 5 points, and Man City have a game in hand over Crystal Palace. Now, their game in hand, I believe, is Crystal Palace away, which will probably be in May because there is no time to play this fixture. But as it stands, there's only 5 points in it. There is only 5 points in it now. Arsenal could have been 8, 9, 10, 11 points clear at one stage. It's going to go down to the wire. Not only that, if Villa win their game in hand, they're within 5 points of Arsenal. They play Leeds United this weekend at Villa Park, which you expect Villa to win. All of a sudden, it gets a little bit interesting. When you look at their last 5 games, when you look at the Premier League last 5 games chart, there's not a huge amount between them. Arsenal have scored more goals, got a better goal difference, but got less points overall. There's only 2 points between them. I mean, look at us. Where are we in the last 5 games? We're 19th. Jesus Christ. Let me know your thoughts down below. Make sure you drop a like. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you soon. I'm out.